What's up, y'all? It's your boy Spiritual Marcus back for another video. Today we back on episode 2 of Cosmic Podcast. Today we're gonna be talking about the galactic history and also we're gonna be talking about the ET races. We're gonna wait before we get on there. I have a couple topics I want to talk about. A couple videos I want to play, stuff like that. So we're gonna get into that. All right. 1 second. Let me get everything situated. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. So, first off, how y'all doing? Because it's been a minute since I did the last one. I thought I was going to do it, another day or so, but we're going to head straight into it. We're going to start from the beginning and touch on a few topics when they talk about the Lyrans, the Elohim, and all of that. But let's get, we'll add my screen in here. I got a couple videos to show y'all, a couple photos, stuff like that. But let's go ahead. So we can start from the beginning here. All right. So obviously in the beginning, it was just source is what I'm getting here. Let me share my screen really quick so y'all could see where I'm at right here. Okay. All right. Y'all can see. There we go. Go here. All right. All right. So we have Atlantis and all that. We're going to get to this. All right. We're going to get to this. We're starting from the beginning. All right. So let's go to Lyra Vega because this is where it begins. All right. All right. So right here, it's in the beginning. Obviously, it was source. So everything was whole. It wasn't like divine feminine and masculine weren't separated yet. So that's where I was at right there. And we're gonna see. Let me go back and see real quick. All right, y'all. So it was Lyra and Vega. Those are the first two races that was created from the Elohim. All right. So the Elohim are the founders, the consciousness that split from source to create life, right? To create like source, to be creators. So they're the creators of the entire the universe. The matrix, or not the matrix. They're like the owners. Their energy that we originate from is similar to them. The Lyrans are direct descendants of the Elohim. You're like, who are the Elohim? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? Where they from? You know what I'm saying? But they're a group. Okay, it's like a group of consciousness that specifically wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like separate completely. I want to say separate from source, but they wanted to create. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to expand. They wanted to learn and grow, and that's how they started to create it. There were first two races, but before that, obviously, they created the planets. They created all the different things with source. Obviously, they co-created with source with the universe. This is how they literally birthed physical existence, not just physical too, because there's other like ethereal beings that still exist, that still live, and you know what I'm saying, that's still around in higher realms. But the thing is after they split from source, it wasn't just the Lyrans, because it's something that I was learning recently, but it wasn't just the Lyrans. Obviously, Lyra was next to Draco. This is how the wars between Lyra and draconian even started, or the genesis of what happened. All right. So Dre, and this is another thing I found out, but this is something I researched and I went within on. The Dracos was already next to Lyra. The Dracos was already there. And you can go to Debbie Solora. She's a Akashic Records reader, and she were tapping into some things, and she was like, Lyra, I mean not Lyra, but the Dracos actually came from a different universe, because obviously there's multiple universes, there's multiple solar systems, and you know what I'm saying, the universe is really large, you know what I'm saying, not only just our universe, but there are many other universes surrounding that universe, you know what I'm saying. And so it's just like, you know, you have all these beings coming from all these different galaxies and all these different things. You even talk about the Greys. I've even heard people talking about that the Greys are literally future humanity on a descending timeline. The descending timeline is at the timeline where what's going on right now in the Matrix goes on, but we as a collective elevate to a higher timeline. This is what they keep saying, the earth split, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the complete split from this timeline to create a better high vibrational timeline. This is how they get to that. But the descending timeline is them continuing this matrix. So obviously, you can't just be like, well, we're saying no, like the earth consciousness as an ascend, bro. You're ascending in consciousness, all right. But ascending in consciousness does things to your DNA. It awakens your DNA. That's how you start to tap back into, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? This is me, you know, and these are my memories. These are my other selves, because all these other incarnations are nothing but just other parts of you. You know what I'm saying? It's all connected to you. Y'all ever watch Avatar? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing how we even got here. But what happened in the beginning was the Dracos had already lived in another universe. They was already like advanced. They were very advanced beings before we were even that advanced. You know what I'm saying? Lyra's, we didn't know war, we didn't know any of this. You know what I'm saying? We just were peaceful, loving beings. It wasn't no hate for anybody or other being. You know what I'm saying? They were just creating. You know, that's what this life is all about, creating the life that you want to live, and having experiences, you know what I'm saying, that you want to take with you when you return to source. You know what I'm saying? When you finalize your incarnation and you return to source. So yeah, that's how, you know what I'm saying, it really works out. But at first, Lyra is literally just building and you know what I'm saying, and doing what they need to do. And obviously, like I said, the Dracos were way more advanced. So they're looking at these beings, you know what I'm saying, in the war, they're looking at these beings as, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, they got this planet and all this, and they're super low advanced. And Dracos, obviously, they service to self, obviously, right? Their service to self. So they don't really care, you know what I'm saying, about none of that. They're like, okay, boom, what can we benefit from these beings? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we get out of this? Right? So this is how they literally found, okay, man, we just gonna go in, you know what I'm saying, destroy what they got, take what we need, right? So that's just off bat, because the Lyrans didn't know it was any other beings out there. Obviously, it was other beings, because the Lyrans seeded all other ET races besides, I think, the Dracos. So I feel like, you know how they all say, oh, Lyra was destroyed, and then all the different Lyrans and Vegans went to different planets. Their physical body adapted to the changes in different solar systems where they was, right? And they started to change to different beings. So that's all it is. So the Lyrans went to Pleiades, Sirius, they went to Arcturus, Orion, and these beings evolved their physical bodies by being in certain places, right? So this is how we got the Pleiadians. That's all that happened. They went to the Pleiades, they lived there, and their bodies got adapted. So they turned into the Pleiadians. As we know, tall, white skin. I don't know if that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that on a later date. It's just because you know how they whitewash everything. You know what I'm saying? And definitely could be. But it just throw me off every time I see the Pleiadians. And then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but that's the Pleiadians for now. You know what I'm saying, that we know. But there's always debate, because different things change depending on the information you receive. You know what I'm saying. But all the other beings that we will talk about today will have a different thing. So let's go back. Let me share my screen again, and we're gonna go back to here. Okay, so obviously this is where we at. Lyrans, right? We're gonna come down here. This is the Elohim. It says based upon genetically humans forms in higher realms and very highly evolved universes, it was decided that many forms of life will be created here in Lyra because it appeared to be the ideal. Oh, to be ideal as far as the age of the sun, planets, and the length. Okay, so obviously the first two races were the Lyrans. The Lyrans are not just feline beings. Okay, Lyrans is just not. It's multiple different. It's a couple different versions. Okay, you have the Lyrans as in the lion, feline, hominid, and you have the other Lyrans like these right here, that white pale skin stuff, exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's just a depiction of the actual faces. So you don't really know until you see in real life. But this is a depiction of the Lyran hominids that was seen in the Akashic records. All right, so these. And you had the feline. The avians did see because the felines did not have a physical body, but it says right here the first two races created were in the Lyran system were the feline and avian extraterrestrial races. It is actually thought that the felines themselves were the co-creators invited here to our galaxy from another universe by the invitation of the founders. So the founders probably connected with different people, different beings in different universes. Because you got to understand, like, it's not just our universe. There's a multiverse out there. You know what I'm saying? You got extraterrestrial beings. Those are just that are not from here. You know what I'm saying? But you have Terra, people that are literally from the next galaxy, from the next universe. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying? It's crazy. So that's how it goes in. But the first two races were the feline and the avian, and then you have the white skinned beings that others were actually, you know what I'm saying, grew into. There are two different ones. You have the hominoids, the humanoids. You hear? And then you have the Lyrans, the Elohim, the feline hominid, the one that was depicted in the Giza, the Giza pyramids, the pyramids up there. You know what I'm saying? Other people say it's a woman. That definitely could be true because the divine feminine is, I mean, it's basically the creator. If you want to be 100 with, you know what I'm saying? Because the divine energy births life. You know what I'm saying? And the masculine is, the masculine got a good side too. But we just been, a lot of us been stuck in the masculine for so long because of how they took over the planet. You know what I'm saying? That we were just stuck in that masculine side. And no, the feminine side is a more spiritual side, a more psychic side of you. It's like you got a mom and a dad. The dad side is, you know what I'm saying, very really, brother, divine feminine got everything. It has creativity. It has all different type of stuff. That's why it's better. That's why you have to tap into that, because you can start tapping into your roots and seeing from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But yes, that's how we started there. All right, and we can come down here. You have the Vegas and the Nordics, okay, but we ain't gonna touch into the Atlanteans yet. The Vegas are another group of beings that that were close to Lyra, because when Lyra was destroyed by the Dracos, the Vegas and Lyrans had to escape that star system because they literally destroyed Avalon. Avalon was a planet. It was a planet in the Lyra constellation that they destroyed. Avalon is what they depict in what is that show called? When they depict in Merlin, you know what I'm saying? In the I forgot the city name or whatever, but Merlin. If y'all ever watch the shows of Merlin and they talk about Avalon, that's what they're depicting. Avalon was the complete mix of divine feminine and divine masculine. So that place was literally a paradise, you know what I'm saying, compared to what we have now. But um that's just how things went, you know what I'm saying. So let me go back here. Let me go back because I know there's something else. All right. Draconian. Okay, so yeah, the Lyrans separate. Okay. The Lyrans separate here. Let me go straight up to the boom series. Yep. Lyran Wars. Let me scroll back down. Here we go. Let's scroll down. Yeah, because they were destroyed. Okay. Okay, here we go. It was the attack of the Draconians that forced the Lyrans to okay, yeah. To execute survivors from the planets migrate out of the system and spread out. Yeah, so they spread out in the galaxy here. This is why I was talking about the other day. If y'all are from the Ascension crew, and I was like, everybody come from or originate from Lyra, because Lyrans were the first beings. Okay, with Lyra, Vega, and then Dracos. I think it was some other ones, but those are ones I know from within our own, universal matrix. Okay, so that's the only ones I know for this one. But I know that the Lyrans went to the Pleiades, Orion, I think, and they went to Arcturus, Sirius, and they went to other star systems, but they had to separate here. You know what I'm saying? They had to separate. So after they separated, this is what happened. They started adapting to their own surroundings, right? They started adapting to their own surroundings. So after they did that, let me go back. After they did that, they started to create. So you have the series. Obviously, you have two series. You have series A, series B, right? Series A is the more humanoid. It's a lot of humanoid Syrians there. All right. I can't even think of a picture right now. That I could show up that even, what I'm saying, brings that to view. But there's two. You have the Series B mermaids, nomos, and different aquatic beings, because Series B is mostly water. So it's a lot of aquatic beings. It's aquatic under cities underground. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think they said Series B, they use a healing frequency. The water is frequency. So basically, they use the water to heal. They have very high healing. I can't even, like, it's like a healing pot, not really a healing pot, but they have energy there where they can heal you through the water. And this is where they say mermaids are incarnated here to help keep the water in the ocean, you know what I'm saying, at a high vibration. That's why they say dolphins have human consciousness, because that is true. Dolphins are very smart. You know what I'm saying? And I've even heard if you even come towards them or interact with them, it's like illegal, because obviously they can communicate with you. They understand. They're super smart. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what would happen? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're awakened and you're like tapped in, they probably could communicate with you. Like, it's that serious. Because the dolphins live in the waters of not only Mintaka, which is in the Orion belt, but also in Series B in one of the cities down there. So I'm like, yeah, it goes deep like that. But I remember this one thing called the Syrian schools, the Syrian mystery schools, Syrian mystery schools I was talking about, where they like teach people like through their psychic abilities more about spirituality and stuff like that. And I've heard that they a lot of us went there and incarnated there to learn like gifts and stuff like that. But and that's how we got here. But the similar thing is Orion was supposed to be similar to Earth and how we are now, because Orion did not have unity consciousness. They didn't have it yet, because the Dracos were still there making war and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the beings that were, a lot of people came, a lot of Starseeds people came there to help bring the planet back into unity consciousness, because Orion was literally like a whole bunch of different extraterrestrials there. Maybe the Dracos tried to hold them hostage or something like that. I don't know, but I know they were trying to hide and run from them, because a lot of beings from Orion were not bad. It was just the not Lyran, but the Draco influence that was on him was bad. You know what I'm saying? That was the point. But I want to show y'all I want to show y'all a video here. Let me go to my phone so I can make sure it sounds good, because the sound be messing up on here. But I do want to show y'all a video. Okay, let me go here.
If we look at some of the...
So this is going to tell you about what happened when they invaded Earth and erased our race memory and everything. This is where they start to talk about all this. All right. So I want to make sure y'all can hear this. All right. Let me make sure it's on. Yeah, I'm watching it from my phone so I can make sure it sounds good. Okay, bet it sounds good. That's good. Okay. All right. I'm going to play this and y'all can watch it. This is when they invaded Earth and erased our memories.
The things that have managed to survive since Atlantis, like the Bible, which has been highly, highly edited from what it used to be. The things I'm teaching now used to be in the text that were supposed to.
Okay, look, I'm gonna be pausing throughout because it's like certain points I want to talk about. But if y'all want to watch the full video, go to Angelic Humanity. It's on Instagram at angelic.humanity, so y'all can go do that whenever. But yeah, this is when they started. They came here
To be the Bible. In the Bible, in the book called Revelation, there's a very colorful picture of events that were to take place at some mysterious unknown times called the end times. And it depicted a certain series of things about angels and seven seals and all sorts of very interesting things people have been trying to figure out what they mean for ages. In that story is encoded. It was encrypted in symbol form. And it was a story about technology. And it was a story about a planned invasion that was going to go down here. And it was a story about a group of Anunnaki races that are called the Anu Elohim and the Jehovian Anunnaki. Now, before the Jehovian Anunnaki groups wanted to take over this planet, human beings didn't call their God Jehovah, nor did they call it Yahweh. Those were names of collectives, family names, of fallen angelic races that were inserted into our holy texts to hijack our religions, to hijack our stories. And there was a deadline. There was a deadline for when the game would be up here. In Atlantis, we were very aware. We had a minimum of 12 strands of DNA. We had huge amounts of awareness. We knew that we were avatars. We knew our commission as planetary guardians. We knew Templar mechanics, the sacred sciences. And there were events that took place that we lost a few rounds in some battles with the fallen angelic races. And when I say fallen angelic, remember, you can picture the Sci-Fi Channel and use E.T. if you want to substitute, because it's the same thing. They're the same beings. They came in and they got a few rounds on their side where they messed up the planetary grids so badly that they were able to create something called a scalar sonic pulse that ran through the planetary grids. It's a magnetic pulse that messes with the magnetic fields. Now, even our scientists know that the planetary magnetic fields have a whole lot to do with memory and with the function of human consciousness. They don't exactly know why yet, but the why is because consciousness is connected to the DNA template, and the DNA template is made of scalar wave patterns, which are electromagnetic wave patterns. So if there is a large magnetic disruption in the planetary fields, you can do amazing things to the DNA of life forms on that planet. The reason we have no memory right now is because of something that was done in Atlantis. And the reason it is very important that we begin to try to very quickly grasp as much of ourselves as we can, even if we don't know we have our avatar levels of self. If we can begin with believing that we do, that's how you find them. You're not going to be able to integrate your higher parts of self unless you realize they're there. But right now, we have about 2 years, not even really. We have to the end of 2002 to reach a certain level of fixing planetary grids. That if it is not accomplished, there's going to be something called Plan B put in motion. Now, when I talk about Plan A and Plan B, Plan A was the founders' plan of what they would do when the star activation cycle came. They had a set of things they wanted to do to get the planetary grids fixed so this place would not go into pole shift. Plan B happens when Plan A doesn't work. Plan B would be evacuations. I've never, ever been the doom and gloom type person. And I told the Eoni when I was working with them the last couple of years, say, don't start talking to me about pole shift because I don't want to hear it. You have all sorts of people out there in the New Age movement, saying all sorts of horrible things are going to happen. If it's that bad, we can't do anything about it. I don't want to know, and I certainly don't want to teach it. And I said, all right, well, actually, it's not that bad. We've focused on solutions all along. We've had to very quickly move through helping people to understand Cathara healing so they'd understand their body systems, tangible structure of the soul, so they'd understand how those body systems plug into their spiritual consciousness systems, and then very quickly go into planetary grid mechanics so we could begin to work with the planetary grids to create healing. And a lot has been done already. We've made great accomplishments. But at this point, our accomplishments have been done so well in healing the planetary grids that the agendas of the fallen angelic races, agendas they've held literally since the Atlantean period, when they were just going to saunter in here and just take over the place very easily. They were going to actually come in and introduce themselves with names like Moses and say, "Hi, we created you. We're your space brothers," and just show us how to run our planet better. And there was an objective at the end of it. They don't want humans. They don't even want surface Earth. Earth is a strategic location for something called the Halls of Amente Stargates. Earth has portals that lead directly into the Halls of Amente Stargates. The Halls of Amente Stargates are a universal stargate system that literally extends into all of the primary stargates in our 15-dimensional time matrix. That's what they're after. Earth is the most vulnerable link in the chain of galaxies that have connection to the Halls of Mente Stargates. So what they had in mind for us, way back in Atlantis when they set this plan, was make us stupid, erase our memories, give us some false books and things, take the old books and just insert stuff and take out the good stuff, have us like little sheep by the time they were ready to come in, then set a series of events in motion that would make them able to come in very easily with no resistance. Now, one of the ways to do that would be, first of all, to have people believing in an externalized God that's outside of themselves. It has a certain name and a certain face. All right, you already got an image to use when you come in to say hi that people will be receptive to. Part of the plan, and this is called the Illuminati Master Plan, the One World Order Master Plan, was to set up, about 100 years before, subtle contact. That's when the channeling movement started. Subtle contact with their races. Their races, meaning the hybrid races, who don't have human souls incarnate in them, but who have either Anunnaki or draconian souls incarnate in them. The interesting thing is, we've all been taught, since our memory was erased, that we are only one race. We have bodies that are very similar, and because of what's been done to the DNA, right now our DNA appears to be the same, because certain portions of the DNA are repressed in both races.
Yeah, I'll see that, right? So basically, she just said what all of us and everybody been thinking or trying to spread was that everybody is wearing a human suit in this lifetime, but everybody is not human. It's a whole bunch of different ET races that's here that they forgot their memories, you know what I'm saying? And obviously when you transcend the physical realm, you get your memories back, obviously, but you have to keep coming back. That's why when we incarnated here, I don't think it was just like, okay, boom, we incarnated here, now we in this lifetime, now we aware. No, it took a minute. You know what I'm saying? It took a couple lifetimes for us to remember, you know what I'm saying, who we are and how we got here. And we're just starting to, you know what I'm saying, tap into it now. But that's what she's saying. So I want to move forward a little bit. I want to keep you on the video too long, but yeah.
They're hybrids. Their hybrids don't know they're hybrids. They don't. They think it's planned because it was time. That's when the Anunnaki started to connect with some of their hybrids. Their hybrids don't know they're hybrids. They don't. They think they're not, since our memory was erased, that we are only one race. We have bodies that are very similar. And because of what's been done to the DNA, right now our DNA appears to be the same, because certain portions of the DNA are repressed in both races, so the similarities show that the differences don't. About 100 years ago, the channeling movement actually got its seeds planted because it was time. That's when the Anunnaki started to connect with some of their hybrids. Their hybrids don't know they're hybrids. They don't. They think they're just human like anybody else. They don't know what human is either. You know? The hybrid people are not bad people. It's not that they're, bad fallen angelic people. They're just people who lost their memory too. And the reason they lost their memory is they were trying to rebel against and get away from the fallen angelic collectives in Atlantis. That was part of the reason they had their hybrids. They were saying, well, we're starting to grow and understand that the ways you're doing things and dominion and killing other life forms and things, that's wrong. We don't want to be part of your collective anymore. They were going into what was called the Emerald Covenant Christos contract. And that meant that the fallen angelics' hold on the planet was getting less and less. If they lost their hybrid races, they would have a very hard time coming in directly, because most of them can't live physically on this planet because of their own biologies. So we have a situation right now where there has progressively, for 100 years, been an invasion, a very quiet, subtle invasion. The plan for the invasion was created in 9560 BC. It was formalized then. It's been there for a long time, but that's when it got formalized, when a whole group of Anunnaki races are races that were created by what is called the fallen Anu Elohim. Okay, you have Elohai.
All right, so this is where I'm talking about. So obviously, after all the freaking, you know what I'm saying, all the Lyras, the Pleiades, we talk about the Earth Project. Okay, so let me go back because we talk about specifically how we got to where we are. You could talk about 3D Earth, I said almost 4D Earth, 3D Earth, 5D Earth, and 7D Earth. Okay, so these Earths are called, the first Earth is, let me go back. The first Earth in the 3D Earth is called Earth or Terra. 5D Earth is called Tara, which is, what we know to be as how humans even got here, because we were created on Tara. Tara is a 5D version of Earth. Okay, so obviously it was never a 3D, like it was in the beginning. There was not a 3D Earth. You have to understand that first it was the first two Earths. You have Gaia. Gaia is the future Earth, like how or what Earth's gonna be like after in the future. You know what I'm saying? So everyone says we are ascending to 5D Earth. Yes, we are, but eventually that Earth will level up. It will continue to level up its consciousness to 70. 70 is future Earth. Okay, it's future Earth. All right. So, but this is how we get here. Let's go back and we go to Human Project. This is, you got Atlantis, Lemuria. You already know. So the first war, when they destroyed Tara, Tara became Earth. Okay, this is what they're saying. Tara became Earth. Let me go back because you talk about Meldeck. That's what everybody's saying, that this planet was destroyed here. What is it called? Let me go back. Meldeck, right here. You can click this and then take you there. All right, let me go back. All right. Scroll down. So Atlantis was the divine masculine energies here. So what happened was, like I said, Avalon was destroyed. Lyra and the collective, the ET collective, were trying to create um, a great correlation between both of the energies, divine masculine energy and divine feminine energies. Lemuria was the representation of divine feminine consciousness, and Atlantis was supposed to be the divine masculine, right? So they were focused on like evolution, technology, sciences and different things. They were into that type of stuff, a more masculine energy, as well as Lemuria is more creative. It's a more spiritual connectedness in Lemuria. All right. So that's what had happened, right? There was a war between these two. Okay. Yeah, here we go. In approximately 57,600 BC, Atlantis was founded by the Pleiadians who had left prior to the fall of Lemuria. And then, okay, yeah, close to return to Earth. So basically, after Atlantis and Lemuria had like fallen, like she was saying in the video, everybody say the flooded Atlantis. Basically, they were what you call it? I can't even think of the name right now. But this is what they were talking about. Let me go back. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, we can go here. So after this was destroyed, right? These both were destroyed. People say it was a flood or whatever. People can believe what they want to believe. But they say it was a flood. It was a pole shift because they was trying to remove our memories. They was trying to destroy what we had on the planet. Because the separation happened in Atlantis in Lemuria. The separation happened then. That's when people started, consciousness started to fall, right? So you could talk about Egypt. Egypt tried to bring both energies again. Egypt was trying to bring both of the energies and harmonize both of these energies there. That's all Egypt was trying to do. Because after Atlantis and Lemuria was destroyed, Egypt wanted, that civilization wanted to combine both of them. Because before they tried to do it separately, Lemuria, Atlantis, that caused chaos, fighting, and all type of stuff that happened between there. Draconians were all in there because they were trying to take over the fifth dimension or the third dimension. They were trying to bring the planet and consciousness down, the energy down. So when they say 5D, 3D Earth, yes, these are actual. This is a state of consciousness. Okay, it's a state of consciousness. All right, you do have a 5D Earth or the ascension timeline where we're all ascending to a higher spiritual timeline, right? Compared to the 3D lower, you know what I'm saying, decreasing Earth that the Earth is going on. Earth is ascending, it is leveling up in consciousness, all right? But the thing is, there will not be a physical war, it's a spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, you know what I'm saying, people are gonna ascend right out. Y'all heard Isis Wisdom talk about this, all this, you know what I'm saying? Like people are talking about both of it. And I'm gonna show y'all both of the ascending and descending timelines. So y'all will see. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't really like look at it specifically, you ain't gonna know. Because the descending timeline is a complete flip of the ascension timeline. The descending timeline is Earth continuing doing exactly what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? The AI robots, this is what they want to create to entrap human consciousness, right? So we're ascending to a higher timeline, all right? We're ascending right up out of, you know what I'm saying, to a higher timeline of Earth. You know, like, and people tell me, well, I'm feeling like I'm time jumping because we're on a daily basis, monthly basis, yearly basis, leaping into our future versions of ourselves, right? So that's the goal, right? To continue to level up, to reach your higher self, to reach a higher level of you, basically. All right. So that's where the essential timeline is. I'm gonna find the video because it's gonna be interesting for y'all to see. Okay. I want to go back. There we go. Wait a minute. Here we go. So let me move. Let me go to back here because they have all the videos. They have all the videos here, so we won't have to go anywhere. I want to show y'all a couple photos on here. If y'all want to follow them, go to Angelic.Humanity again at the top. You can follow them on Instagram, so we good. But we can move forward. Oh yeah, that other video was really good too, though. But I'll share that another day. We'll do another video, another live stream. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find another one. We watched this one. No, did we watch this one? Let me see. Cause I think we watched the other one lower than that, but this is like part 2 or something. Uh
And let it come in. All of that stuff.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. So I'm gonna move.
For our energy, and
I'm gonna let y'all watch a small clip. It's like 20 seconds.
Are they trying to stop us from our ascension, so that they can keep living off of our energy? And because like every time I hear anything about the news or the things that they're doing in this world and their plans for like
this is the descending timeline, y'all. The timeline where people are chipped, where you get chipped. Y'all already know the agendas. Y'all already know the agendas of them getting a chip on them to have full control over you, to get the vaccine, to get out the boosters. This is what they're trying to do. And I'm gonna be very specific about how I word certain things because they already struck my video before. Just so y'all know, okay. So yeah, this is a descending timeline. Don't even get me started because they deleted my whole channel. I had over 200 some videos exposing them, but that's another day. So yeah, this is the descending Earth timeline. All right.
All of that stuff. I always feel like non-threatened in a way because I feel like that's not my soul's mission. So I feel like that's something I don't have to worry about. I always felt like there's a greater power than theirs. Is this something that you would agree with as far as their but the question was, are they trying to keep us from ascending so that they can continue to live off our energy?
Okay. So April, it has always been about energy consumption for fallen beings. And the reason why is because they reach a state to where they're running on reversal, meaning that their DNA is running on reverse. Why? Because they come from black hole systems, and black holes run on reverse. If black holes run on reverse, they can't absorb natural creation currents in order to actually keep them immortal, you see, keep them eternal. Does that make sense? So now fallen angelics can't link with source anymore, with source energy. So they have to create technology that can siphon energy. And they'll siphon this energy from living souls and living systems, organic systems. This is the only way that they can get energy in black holes.
So this is how what people think the Dracos are doing, what the reptilians are doing, because all they're doing is consuming our energy, because they come from black hole systems. But that's not the whole overarching like energy there. It's because they cut themselves off from the source. They cannot use source energy because they come from black hole systems, that they're negative beings. They disconnected themselves from the source. So they don't even have full 12 strand capabilities. All right. And they're there. I think the most they can go is 11 strand. I think they can't 12 strand. They can't even feel unity. They don't feel unity. It's all service to self. It's like everybody else on the planet right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody service to self, want their money, want what they want. And you know what I'm saying? That's what they're stuck on. They don't care about nothing else as long as they bills are paid and they got some money in their pocket. So it's the same thing. But the only thing is that the draconians are literally living off of a whole collective of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? A whole collective, everybody that's on the planet right now. And they use these rituals to consume energy from. Why do you think they have all these different things? Football games, basketball games. You know what I'm saying? Because they're drawing energy. Concerts, they're drawing energy. They're consuming energy. They live off organic things. You know what I'm saying? Or they live off, they suck energy from organic living systems, living beings, living souls. You know what I'm saying? This is how they do this shit. And this is what they've been doing for a while, for bro, I can't even say 1,000, because it's been going on for millions of years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this been going on for a minute. People think, oh, our universe is only like 200,000 years old, and no, it's not. We've lived billions of years before that. That's not the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know the exact time ago it was, back when when Elohim split from source, because there is no time. There is no time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the matrix. That's the mind control they got everybody under, this time spell. Like, oh, you only have this amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right now it's 414 on the dot. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the systems that they created. I do think we have a sense of universal time, as in, our solar years and different things like that. Yeah, but nah, the time that we actually have now is just a program. It's not really real. Just like the matrix that we live in is not really real. Just like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that's real is nature, the animals, the plants, us, the living organisms that's on the planet, that's, you know what I'm saying, that we're living here. But in the reality, everything at the core is energy. Everything at the core is spirit. There is, you know what I'm saying, like, we're just taking on different physical forms and different lifetimes with different missions. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Different for different experiences, for growing, for learning, for expanding, and then at the end, returning, bringing all those experiences back to source, because there's nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we can go anywhere we want to. We're free souls. We're sovereign free. So we incarnate wherever we want. We do what we want, and that's just the free will of it. It's just that they chose to go down a different path than humanity did, or did the Lyrans or the Syrians. You know what I'm saying? There's other malevolent beings. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the Dracos. The Dracos were just the niggas that started the war. It's other malevolent beings. Even some of the other ET races, they have some that's benevolent and some that's malevolent. It's duality, even in higher realms. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, once you ascend to a certain point, obviously it's just you're one again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one, you're one with everything. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why they created even gods was to siphon energy, because your belief make him real. You know what I'm saying? Your belief make this thing real. That's the only thing that makes it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the crazy part. It's like folks just don't see past that, but they're starting to, and that's why we here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
in their own way.
That's all I wanted to share. Let's see if it's another part of the video.
Made a lot of people really laugh at horrific.
All right.
Just connected to their soul.
Okay, so we gonna move out the way. You know, so we're gonna talk about Egypt and all that because I want to talk about a little bit of that.
Most of the time.
But before we go, we could talk about a lot more stuff though, just the galactic history, because we already know kind of what happened with us and how the fall of consciousness, because basically they just started invading different parts of our universe, and you know what I'm saying, we just kept incarnating back to back to back to back to back to help and fix the universe. It's not to make everything whole again, to make everything right again, right? That's all we've been doing. As the Lyrans, as the Syrians, as the Tarians, as the Atlanteans, the Lemurians, all of us is just trying to be honest, for me, it's just get back that wholeness of bringing back the divine feminine and divine masculine. Because even back in Avalon, that was the goal, was to create, to harmonize both energies. That was the biggest thing for them. The Dracos just came and took shit over. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just came and they came to and started, doing all these different things. We're gonna watch this video of Egypt. That is very interesting. So let's click that on so I can show y'all this video real quick. Okay, yeah. So it talks about Egypt. It talks about what happened and how we got conquered and stuff like that. Let me go.
A symbol that originally represented the Christos template, the planetary Christos template, and it stood for the fulfillment of the planetary Christos mission, which was a mission that was commissioned.
Let me go back
to what?
Let me start from the beginning,
This is
y'all.
why that symbol was used. It was a symbol.
All right, so she's talking about this right here. I'm gonna try to find this video. I'm gonna try to find this photo so I can show y'all, because I don't wanna play the video without y'all seeing it, because it's something that's very important. So stay to the end, because I got some stuff I want to share to y'all that is gonna be very interesting for y'all to to see. So let me go down, and I want to show y'all one more. After this, it's like one more video, and then we done with videos. It's literally just. Let's scroll back down. Where's the video? The photo of the universal time matrix. Like everywhere, like the 12 dimensions in this time matrix. I'm trying to see. Where is it at? It said, I'm sure it's about. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I might have to get the other one. Yeah, let me get the other one. The other one better. It's right below this one, I think. Yeah, it's one. But basically, it's a picture of the universal time matrix and the different stargates that's connected to each to each universe, or to each planet. Excuse me, each dimension. Where is that shit at? Okay, where it is? Here we go. Okay, so these are the halls of Mente stargates right here. Okay. These are the portals throughout the earth right here. All right. But we ain't gonna get on the topic, but I do think Earth is flat. But we ain't gonna get in that topic today. But that's one of them right here. So we have the universe. We have each of these right here. Boom. We should have probably got this beforehand, but this is the matrix. You have inner Earth. You have Earth right here. Tara, the Sun, Arcturus, Sirius B, Sirius A. You have Andromeda, Lyra, and you have Lyra Avion. So that's where it started at. Okay, that's where it started. That's where the war started here. All right. So that's one of them. All right. That's the picture that she was talking about. Let me scroll up and go back. But that's where it started from the matrix. So they have different ones. You have 12 dimensions in the time matrix or the universe. Let me scroll back up because they have a lot of these. Y'all can go back and watch. Y'all can go back and see these later. But I don't want to go through them and waste y'all time. So let's go straight through. Twin flames. Okay. Let me scroll back up. See, there it go again, y'all. Oh, here we go. This is the one I was trying to share y'all the first time. Okay, so here you go. Y'all can screenshot this, do whatever you need. This is the universal time matrix right here. Okay, All right. So you have down here, you have Theta or Orion. You have inner Earth, Sun, Tara, Sirius, Arcturus. So right here, 5D Tara is your soul. Okay. You have your oversoul and avatars level. Your avatar levels of self. Your avatar level of self is the highest level of self. Okay. Or you could call it your higher self, whatever you want to say. But your higher self is at the top 12D that is not limited by time. Your Rishi. You have your Rishi. Your Rishi is the founders. Okay. So everyone says this. All of us are the founders. All right. Because all of us are descendants of the founders. The founders are us at the core. You know what I'm saying? So the founders are us. So we've been incarnating for multiple times to fix what was messed up in Lyra and what, the draconians were destroying shit. Okay. So let's go here. Lyra was destroyed here. You have Avion. This is where it was actually destroyed here. Gaia is another planet. Okay. Gaia is the Earth. Okay. But it was the future of the 8D Earth. Okay. You have 2D, you have the 3D Earth, 5D Earth, 8D Earth. 8D Earth is, this is what they started here. Tara was destroyed. Earth is Tara. Okay, you have to understand this. Earth is Tara, but Earth fell in consciousness. Okay, so that means it moved. All right, so Tara is Earth. It just lowered the consciousness. That's why you have all these different pyramids on the Earth, because this is how we was. We was interconnected with everything. The planet was gorgeous. It was a magical forest. If y'all like never seen like these Disney Pixar movies, man, this is how our planet looked. Like it was magical forests, 10, 20 feet tall trees. Like I'm talking about, it was, you know what I'm saying? That's just this is how I get, because that's how I was. And everything that you probably think they throw on TV is real. Fairies, got all type of different beings. And ethereal beings too. It's not just physical. When you understand that these dimensions and these dimensions that they talk about are levels of consciousness, bro. So if you're at a 12D state of consciousness, but you're living on a 3D or 5D Earth, you can see into each dimension, which means you can see all the other beings that's in those levels of consciousness. So right now, I can only see in the 3D, right? If you open your third eye, what you can do? Oh, I can tap into the fourth dimension, right? Okay. So when you level up your consciousness, boom, you can tap into five dimensional consciousness, right? Boom, that's you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you'll start to see different beings, because there's all a lot of type of beings around us, but we can't see them, right? Because they're vibrating on a higher vibration. Our first eye is the third eye. Our first eye isn't the physical eye. Okay. So when you open your third eye and you level your consciousness level, then you'll be able to see these beings that's existing on higher freaking levels of vibration. You're like, oh dang, you was there the whole time, homie. I'm talking about just chilling on your bed right there. Like, yeah, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's so many galactic ET beings that's on a not on the physical basis, but they're in like a ethereal form that's here right now, but that you can't see, because you can't see in that certain dimension. You can't tap into that certain dimensional consciousness system. You can't yet. Okay, the highest we can go up to right now, or I think it can go to anywhere, but I think the highest we can go to is 5D. We can tap into 5D consciousness, right? So that's why when we transfer into 5D, what we're gonna be doing, training to tap into higher levels of consciousness or source energy, whatever you want to say. This is how we start to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like you're saying, what is ascension? You know what I'm saying? What is elevating? Ascension is you're ascending to higher states of consciousness and vibration. Okay, that's all it is. The thing is we never, death is not it's an illusion, bro. Time is an illusion. A lot of us here are literally future humans that came back and incarnated here. If y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be 100 here. Because time, it doesn't exist. If you transcended your body right now and you got a choice to incarnate anywhere you want, you can incarnate 30 million years in the future, because there's no time. It does not matter. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no time. You can incarnate 2,000 years before now, because there's no time. You can incarnate anywhere. You're not limited on, oh, I have to incarnate right now because that's the only experience right now. No, you have all these experiences at once. There is only one present moment. There's no such thing as past or future, bro. There isn't. But when you're incarnating, you can all you're doing is incarnating in a present moment, a present moment back then. You know what I'm saying? So present moment is now, which means everything is happening now. It's not one thing that's happening 3 years from now, or no, everything is happening now. But this is what the energy is right here. This is all of us. We have high level, bro. We're like, when you understand who you are, bro, because all of us at the core is source, bro. You are a creator. And I don't like the word God, because I was going to say creator God, but that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. But I don't like the word God. But that's what you are. You're a creator. All right? You are a creator, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have 2 more videos to show y'all, and then we out of here. All right. Let me scroll back up. Oh yeah, this is a good one too, though. I just want to show y'all like 3 videos back to back, but it's so good. Like I'm telling y'all can really start thinking about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Damn, like I never thought that. You know what I'm saying? That was going on too. Yeah, it is.
It was a symbol that originally represented the Christos template, the planetary Christos template, and it stood for the fulfillment of the planetary Christos mission, which was a mission that was commissioned to one race, the angelic human race. It was our job. And what happened in our time vector, in our cycle of the rounds, was our greatest strength became our greatest weakness. We were very heart-centered. The Palladian races were very heart-centered. That's wonderful. They were very Christed beings. They kept their strands activated, usually to strand 6, and they turned it on as high as they wanted to when they needed the current. There's also a blind spot. They knew divine love, but they weren't too educated in divine responsibility and divine accountability, because they wanted so much to be loving, and they wanted so much for the other fallen angelic races to be fixed. They wanted them to be better. They wouldn't ever think that they could possibly do anything that would be that bad. There was a naivety to those races that came from a desire to really need, rather than just want to see the best, to need to, because there was a fear. There was a fear of having to deal with things that were not pleasant. It was a denial factor. And great messes were created because of that. This is why this test is repeating over and over. We're getting another dose of it here. The people in the New Age movement, some of them, God bless them, the channels, oh, I don't need a mark, seal, Angel so-and-so's taking care of me. So did you check Angel so-and-so's resume? You don't want to look at this stuff, people. What is really sad is what's happening in the New Age movement under the names of very ancient gods and highly respected angelic types. Who are these people? You need to ask. There's some information that's going to be released in the books, the Voyagers book coming out. It's probably going to get a lot of people upset with me, because they're giving the histories as they were recorded in the CDD plates. These are the official history documents teaching the history of Enoch, of Toth, of Yod-Heh-Vav, of Archangel Michael.
Okay, I talked about this.
The cycle of the round.
Yeah, these are the beings that's controlling everything right here, y'all.
To look at with awe.
These are the beings. I don't know about that one. I haven't really researched that one, but the other ones, yeah.
Of Galactic Federation. All these real popular names. We need to start understanding who these people are, because they're back and they're doing the same things they were doing before.
Okay, so I don't think I have anything else on this video to really share. Yeah, they're puppets. Trump and all of them they hybrids. So they mix DNA with us and the draconians, and they created the hybrids, like Trump, Obama, all the hierarchy people that's in the government and all that. Yeah. They're not really, they lost their memory, so they don't even know either. They just being controlled. They don't know. They just lost their memories, literally. Just like us.
If you give someone too much trust and fault,
Yeah, I ain't. That's all I want to share. This
Our
not
race,
done.
as the Palladians,
All right.
Paladorians, let us.
Okay, so we just got 2 more videos to share, and then we're about done in here. Okay, scroll down. Where was it at? Yeah, this it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Oh man, y'all finna let you. I'm telling you, this is a good one right here. Y'all need to hear this.
Tiny gossamer threads that carry DNA carries the coding for this genetic material, and its helixes are made up of light-encoded filaments, tiny gossamer threads that carry information the way fiber optic systems do. The 12 chakras are vortex centers loaded with information that you must be able to translate. You are evolving yourself even when you are not on the planet, and you are perhaps more involved with other identities of yourself. This is the age of the multidimensional self, the self who can move with awareness in many different realities, the self who can eventually bilocate and disappear, the self who can move into fourth dimensional consciousness, the perceiver, not the thinker. There are those who have already received a realignment of the 12 strands of DNA, the 12 helixes. These 12 spiral strands of DNA interact with one another in the body and outside of the body. The connection of the 12 strands means that the 12 energy or information centers can begin to function and send information back and forth to one another. When human DNA begins to rebundle as a 12-stranded helix system, and this information is acted upon, there will be incredible power. You are here to carry a new frequency on the planet and hold it in your bodies so the rest of the planet can begin to vibrate at the same frequency. That frequency is going to create disruption of the structures based on two-stranded DNA on this planet. It cannot help it. It is time to evolve. Earth is ready to go through whatever is necessary for that evolution. The 12 helixes will render irrelevant everything that has represented and surrounded the 2 helixes. You hold the history of the universe within your physical body. What is occurring upon the planet now is the literal mutation of your physical body, for you are allowing it to be evolved to a point where it will be a computer that can house this information. Your DNA will evolve from 2 helixes to 12 helixes. These 12 helixes correspond to energy centers or chakras inside and outside of your body. This process is an incredible evolutionary leap for one to be involved in, and it is going to take place on an accelerated path for the next 20 years. Within human cells are light-encoded filaments, fine gossamer threads of energy that carry information. When these gossamer threads are working together like a cable, the way fiber optics works, they form the helix of your DNA. When you were rearranged, you were left with a double helix. Anything that was unnecessary for survival and that would keep you informed was unplugged, leaving you with only a double helix that would lock you into controllable, operable frequencies. We came back through time into what would perhaps be called our past, in the vestige of representatives of light. We came back in order to share a frequency with you, a frequency that each one of you has agreed to carry on this planet in order to change the DNA of the rearranged human race. The plan to change the frequency modulation affecting the human species entails the rebundling of your DNA and of the light-encoded filaments. DNA holds the code. It holds the blueprint of identity, the plan for existence, the history of the universe, and the history of life in this particular locale. And it is stored within the cells of humans.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot right there. It's a lot. But that's basically, everything, what I'm saying, from where we're going at least. And there was only one more video I had to share, I think. Yeah, only one more video and then we're done. This is gonna show y'all about like the descent. Yeah, here we go. The descending and ascending and the descending timelines that everybody talk about, the split or the Earth split, 5D from 3D, right? So this is where we at here. And we ain't gonna watch the entire 50-minute video though, just so y'all know.
Vacation?
Weekend trip?
Looks like you packed plenty. But we'll always find you, Eve. No matter how many weeks you cycle through.
Who are you?
You already know that, dear.
I did everything you asked. I worked for him. I hurt people for him.
Lex was supposed to move the needle. You failed.
So let me go.
Sorry, sweetie. That's not on the agenda. Leviathan is everywhere. Leviathan is everyone. And Leviathan is coming.
Own computer interface, you become
Okay.
one.
Wait a second. I think it's the other video. Yeah, it's the other video. I gotta go back and find it. I think it's on my channel actually. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, I think it's over here. Let me go channel. Yeah, but basically it talks about the ascending and descending timelines and the agenda they have for everybody, which we already know, but where it's going to go at least both of the timelines. So let's see. Let's go down. Okay, here we go. All right, now which one was it? I think it was. Was it this one? Let me see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I found it. It's not this video. It's the other one. The Purification of Time. That's what it's called. So let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Before you came into the body, all of you committed to designing events that would fight.
Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, all right, we got it.
Your coding.
Okay, it's not taking too long to load. Okay, so let's find the video. It's on here. The Purification of Time, which is the descending timeline, and the ascension timeline, the timeline that we're ascending to. All right, so let's see. Yep, no, that's not it. War on Crystals Races, I remember that. It's another one. Yep, there we go. All right, y'all, this is the one. This is the last video, and then we out of here. All right, here we go.
Before you came into the body, all of you committed to designing events that would fire your codings or blueprints that would activate your memories. Then you came into the body and you forgot. All of you have had your blueprints and codings fired to some extent because you understand that there is a divine purpose or divine plan that you are a part of. The firing of the codings and the realization of your identity are going to become phenomenally intense. The reason for this is the evolving DNA. You are living in a most important time when energy is coming alive. The gods are here. You are these gods. You purposely came to this planet to give yourself such a challenge so that you could be defiant, not in a way that would give you problems or create disharmony, but in a way that would create harmonic defiance. Through your harmony, you are defiant toward the old vibrational frequency. So, the family of light, as it has infiltrated and penetrated this planet, is going to create its own planetary sphere. its own Earth. Love is the key. Love is what makes up the universe. The present technology on Earth will only develop to a certain extent because mankind does not yet understand that love is necessary. Energy can take all forms of creativity, but when one is dealing with greed or hatred, or any emotion that is not working towards light, one is only allowed to go so far. There is only so much information that is available to that sort of vibration. Love is the basic building block, so when one has love, all possibilities exist. Bringing back the concepts of light, which are information, and love, which is creativity, is the plan. Individuals, simply by coming together and jointly intending what they want, jointly becoming a telepathic receptacle for energies from all over the cosmos, will change the face of the universe. There will be a merging of identities, a merging of cultures, an infusion of many new world orders, and there will be much chaos and confusion. As members of the family of light, you can simply observe this, knowing that chaos and confusion must come to break down the system so that it can be rebuilt with light. The ultimate tyranny in society is not control by martial law. It is control by the psychological manipulation of consciousness through which reality is defined so that those who exist within it do not even realize that they are in prison. They do not even realize that there is something outside of where they exist. We represent what is outside of what you have been taught exists. It is where you sometimes venture and where we want you to dwell. It is outside of where society has told you you can live. You are in the decade that we have labeled the Unnamed Decade. It is during this time that all the great events are going to begin to occur upon Earth. Many events have already been occurring, but they have been sequestered away in little compartmentalizations of officialdom. As members of the family of light, you can understand that there is an evolutionary process taking place, and that those who can handle the changing frequencies, by all means, will evolve. Much of the political maneuvering going on, particularly in the United States, is purposely designed to separate you. As systems masters and potential keepers of frequency, you will obviously go into the areas where your specialties are most needed. Many of the beings who have incarnated as members of the family of light came to the United States because this is the land where you can make the most progress. This also happens to be a land where denial is pervasive. You believe that you live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yet you live in the most controlled experimental society on the planet. The tyranny that has been set up here is rather interesting because it is a tyranny without walls. As a country and a collective consciousness, the United States still has not reached an awareness that something is not right. Because everyone is so frightened of giving up the system in the United States, they are going to be forced to give it up. The system is corrupt, it does not work, it does not honor life, and it does not honor Earth. All kinds of things are said to keep you from discovering what you have in common. When people discover this, they will begin to get angry. A new pride and a new sense of integrity will come about, because this is what is designed for the times. Reach out with your feeling center and feel the confusion that is spreading around this world about what is going on. This planet has operated on very low frequency, a frequency based on survival and a frequency based on disempowerment. Your identity has been based on what you could gather outside of yourself. The 12 helixes will render irrelevant everything that has represented and surrounded the 2 helixes. Consciousness must change. This is part of the divine plan, and this opportunity and setup are not going to be missed. In the next few years, a connectedness and communal cooperation will begin to run through this country so that you will stop separating yourselves with respect to political ideology. That separation was designed. Who is creating the separation between men and women? It is the creator gods who have set up this paradigm for you and instigated these frequencies from other points of view. The separation story has served them well because of the havoc it has created. Why did this occur? It was a setup. It was set up by the creator gods who took over the planet and raided the reality, feeding, keeping themselves alive and functioning, and nourishing themselves off emotional turmoil. In order to survive in the times that are coming, it is imperative to move into the idea of thought manifestation or superconsciousness. There are those who are very aware that this movement of consciousness could begin to sweep the planet, and they are banking on it not occurring. It has already occurred. We have come back into your past to assure you of this. There will need to be some events to bring people to awakening. That is why it is going to be your challenge to live your life with courage and to have the courage to live your light. Over the next number of years, those who come from the skies may not be members of the family of light. They will be the mirror of those upon the planet. They will be able to do many things and will share many technologies. They will perhaps cure certain diseases that they helped create in the first place by teaching germ warfare to your planetary scientists. It has been our intention to expand your ideas of who your gods are, because those gods will be returning to Earth. As you learn to hold the frequencies coming from the creative cosmic rays, you will be prepared to meet these gods. You must stop this foolishness about your definitions of gods, thinking that there are beings who come from the skies to this planet with special talents and abilities, and that they are all spiritually connected. Events are transpiring in the cosmos that you and even many of your political leaders have no idea of. You are going to discover, as a species, some very disturbing ideas over the next number of years. We are preparing you by decree of the family of light so that you can understand and be informed about your own options. We have said to you that your lesson is authority, to become your own authority, and to stop giving over your decision-making process to governmental people or parents or teachers or gods. It is time for the people of Earth to become sovereign. Do not be afraid of what you create. Trust what you create. Trust that there is always something in it for you. You are beginning to feel what may be coming.
All right, y'all. So that's the timeline split, and that's gonna be the end of the live stream. I just wanted to share this for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know what part 3 is gonna be about, but if y'all have any suggestions, type that down in the comments now or after the video. But I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace.